We'll go straight to English questions, please.
Good evening, Felix. Congratulations for the season, for the tournament. I would like to know, you played with Carlos and Yannick in this tournament. Could you please tell us about the difference you have found played with them in this surface, in this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, the ranking doesn't lie. They're the two best players. That's facts. Different game styles, but both put extreme pressure on their opponent in different ways. So, yeah. I mean, I don't need to get into even how they play. We all know, we've seen them for the last few years. We know what to expect, and they keep showing up and playing good. So, credit to him.
Hi Felix, Benedetto Giardino, Olympics.com. You've shown in these 4 months you are one of the players who can aim to be the third one behind Carlos and Yannick. Do you think you can show it in Australia too? Thank you.
Future will tell. It's a great progression I've had this year. Like I've always believed since I'm a kid that, believed, and my ambition was always to win Grand Slams and to be #1 in the world. I had ups and downs, but honestly, through it all, I always believed that I could be there. So I still believe today. And now it's a matter of doing the right things to improve. And then if I do, we'll see where that leads me.
Yeah, just on that, Felix, is that the aim then for next year, close the gap to those top 2 and be a real factor at the slams again?
Well, everybody's good, you know. I can't just focus on these 2. I mean, everybody above me, below me, young guys coming up. It's high competition every year. You can have bad luck, so. But of course, when I play these guys, right now the facts are they're a level above everyone. So yeah, I'm gonna need to put some work, but I've never been afraid of some work, so it's all good.
Hi. If you had to resume your season, what would it be?
I think back where I belong. I think back where I feel I can play with more consistency. So, really happy to be part of this tournament, to have played that way in the last few months, and yeah, happy with the progress, and the journey goes on.
Hello, Felix. As you mentioned, we all know how Carlos and Yannick play. Specifically on Carlos, what was the most challenging tonight?
I mean, for a guy that came, he was doing everything well, but I remember, let's say, 3-4 years ago, everybody was saying, yeah, the serve. But he's serving crazy good. So it's like, he did that amazing. And then the rest of the game has always been good. He can change directions with both shots. He puts pressure on you in a different way. Like, you don't know what to expect, and he's playing at a very, very high speed. So I think that was the most challenging.
Any last question?
Well done for the tournament and the year, which was very successful. I'd like to know about Davis Cup. Canada was a strong team in the past years. Do you see yourself committing more for the Davis Cup in the future, or like many other players, you would like to change something, to play every 2 years, to change the format or whatever?
Well, 2 things. Yeah, I've had success in the past. It's always a pride to play for my country. And many times I had to protect my health. I was, injured or not healthy to play Davis Cup. And on the other point, all I know is that to do something special, it needs to be rare. To do something special, it needs to be rare. Olympics, World Cup, it's every 4 years. So if you have something every year, it's not going to be as special. That's it.
Well, congrats on your season. And
thank you.
The 2 best tennis players in the world analyzed their relationship and their personal seasons in a joint interview. Tennis players Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner took part in a joint conversation for CNN Sports, hosted by Amanda Davis, in which they shared reflections on their relationship on and off the court, in the context of the 2025 NITO ATP Finals. In this unpublished interview, both assured that, off the court, we forget about the rivalry. During the conversation, Alcaraz joked about how much he sees Sinner, more than my mother. Both emphasize that, although on court they face each other with all the competitiveness inherent to their quality and the fight for number one, off the court their relationship is one of respect and camaraderie. Sinner said, "When you train together, you see each other in the locker room, so it's natural that you get to know each other more and more." The video of the interview shows relaxed moments, with some jokes, personal comments, as well as a tactical reality, the rivalry between the two best players on the tour. However, Alcaraz himself clarifies, the word rivalry stays in the professional part. For example, in 2025 Alcaraz and Sinner have faced each other repeatedly in Grand Slam finals and Masters tournaments. This year, Alcaraz won the US Open and Roland Garros against Sinner, just as the Italian did against the Spaniard at Wimbledon. The fact that they train together, see each other on the tour both as rivals and as companions at parallel events, and have met in multiple finals, reinforces Alcaraz's joke about seeing him more than his mother. And that, according to the player himself, never tires me. The ATP award for which Carlos Alcaraz has once again been nominated, with no sign of Jannik Sinner or Novak Djokovic among the possible winners. Carlos Alcaraz has once again been nominated for the 2025 Stefan Edberg Sportsmanship Award by the ATP in their well-known awards. The Spaniard, who already won it in 2023, shares the honor with Felix Auger-Aliassime, Grigor Dimitrov, last season's winner, and Casper Ruud. The Italian Jannik Sinner and Serbian Novak Djokovic are not included in this list. With the end of the season around the corner, with only the Davis Cup finals left and no more individual tournaments to be played, the ATP has released the nominees for its ATP Awards 2025. Among the different categories, Carlos Alcaraz appears in the list of potential winners of the Stefan Edberg Sportsmanship Award, a recognition he already received in 2023. He shares the lineup with Bulgarian Grigor Dimitrov, last season's winner, Norwegian Casper Ruud, who won it in 2022, and Canadian Felix Auger-Aliassime. A roster in which other players with notable weight, such as Novak Djokovic or Jannik Sinner, are not included. The Serbian's outbursts and tantrums are common, so it is not too surprising, though perhaps the absence of the Italian is, as he is also very calm and respectful in most of his matches. In the coaches category, Spanish representatives also appear. These are Carlos Alcaraz's coaches, Juan Carlos Ferrero, who already won it in 2022, and Samuel Lopez, included on the list for the first time. Their competitors are Jannik Sinner's coaches, Darren Cahill and Simone Vagnozzi, Valentin Vaquero's coach Benjamin Ballaret, Felix Auger-Aliassime's coach Frederick Fontang, and Ben Shelton's coach, his father Brian Shelton. Alcaraz's best year. It has been my best year without any doubt, admitted the Mercian. Beyond sports, this interview shows the generational change in the way in which the new leaders of the tour deal with media and competitive pressure. Both players represent different styles, but share youth, ambition, and mutual respect, which is why their rivalry has become a symbol of this new era in world tennis.